Hi, I'm Numbered.
And I'm Sarge.
And you're watching Battle Gamer News.
Today we're reviewing Battlefield 1943.
Seeing as Battlefield 1943 is an entirely multiplayer downloadable game, there really isn't much of a plot to speak of.
Basically, you're thrown into key battles of World War II to fight as the Americans or the Japanese. You capture key points and kill enemy soldiers.
Although there is no real plot, they make up for it in atmosphere. You really get a feeling there's an epic battle with multiple fronts and a ton of things going on.
There are some real standout moments in the matches, like when you storm the beaches in landing craft or raid an enemy base with a squad of soldiers.
The graphics in Battlefield 1943 are actually quite impressive, and on par with what you would expect from any $60 shooter.
Most of the environment is destructible, and everything looks sharp and realistic.
The color choice for the game is oddly very bright and upbeat, which is different from the usual gritty theme of war games, but it looks nice nonetheless.
All the animations look good, but the character models could have used a little bit more work on the details.
For $15, this is really as good as you could possibly hope for by way of graphics.
The gameplay of Battlefield 1943 is typical of most first-person shooters, with an added emphasis on vehicles.
One thing that really sets Battlefield 1943 apart is the large and incredibly well-built maps. The flags are not simply just there to capture, but have actual defensive importance, with things like tanks or gun towers to help you in defense.
When you are fighting on foot, you choose from one of three different classes: a sniper, a rifleman, or an infantryman. All have different styles of combat.
For vehicles, you have a light and quick jeep, a tank, or a plane. They are all useful for different things, but the plane is particularly hard to get used to.
The maps are very big and impressive, but unfortunately there are only 4 available. 3 for standard battles, and 1 for dogfighting with planes.
The maps are good for giving you a sense of an epic battle, but the obvious drawback is that if you're on the wrong side of the island, there can be huge breaks in the action to run from one location to the other.
Getting kills is a lot more difficult than in most games, so while you won't be getting kills as often, it is an achievement when you do, and there's nothing more satisfying than a well-executed kill.
Ultimately, the only problem I found with Battlefield 1943 is that there weren't enough guns or maps, and when the only problem with a game is that you're wanting more of it, you're looking at a really good game. And for only $15 on Xbox Live or the PlayStation Network, you really can't beat it. So I'm giving Battlefield 1943 an excellent 9 out of 10.
I thought there was a lot of good things with Battlefield 1943. I just wish there was a campaign to go along with it. That's why I'm giving it an 8 out of 10.
Looks like we're giving Battlefield 1943 an 8.5 out of 10. Thanks for watching Battle Gamer News. Subscribe and check back every week for more game reviews.